We spent about 6 days cycling in the various tourist spots in Himachal, the key being Jalori Pass, which was at 3,100 meters. Here is a video with some of our experiences, and if you're planning to travel there, some of the tips that may help you in your journey. Here we are going downhill from Kurufri to Mashobra. A little bit of traffic on this road today. Some of the sections that we earlier passed by had very little traffic, but this is a road connecting Kufri to Shimla, and there's a lot of tourist traffic on this road. But it's downhill all the way. Very peaceful cycling in the apple orchards.
What happened?
I just had to do it.
Phone snatching.
Yes. How do we stop it?
And that was Priyanka. So on this trip, it was only Priyanka and myself. And on day one, we started from Naldehra, which is about 2,044 feet. And we went downhill all the way and then followed along the Sutlej River.
So we are at the Sutlej River Gorge, and as you can see in the background, there is the gorge over there, and we're basically going from Naldehra to Teethan Valley and following along the river. Beautiful.
This stretch had no hotels, no restaurants. There was just one restaurant in our 80-kilometer ride, and we basically survived on Maggie. Day two was a big climb, elevation of 1,042 meters right up to Jalori Pass.
1700. No, no, 1600. Yeah, yeah.
It's actually meters, and we still have 700 meters to climb. It's getting a little late. Plenty of rest spots. Perhaps this one was the best by a little mountain stream in which we filled up our water bottles and continued our way. But still in high spirits, getting a little tired. It's, I think, about 3 p.m. at this point. So, some music is needed to distract us. And as you can see, there's a landslide here. And we have to be a little careful because of all the sand.
Told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
This is Crosby, Stills, and Nash thinking about my family as the shadows go a little bit longer and we have to hurry up and find the hotel before it's dark today. These nettings actually cover the apple trees so that the frost doesn't destroy them. Winter is coming, and we have Priyanka riding tranquilly along.
Keep your head, don't bother change or none.
It's a moonlit night, and I'm getting a little nervous now because there are no signs of any habitation.
2400 meters.
So we stop for the night and we are attempting Jalori Pass today. And you can see the topo map on the left. Not very clear. At the end of the video, there's a high resolution topo map that you can look at and details on how I made this video.
we are attempting Jalori Pass, which is about 3,100 meters, and the last bit of the climb is at least 10% grade. So it's about 659 meters over 6 kilometers, and we're struggling a lot, sometimes walking, but it's beautiful out here. It's a sunny day in the middle of the forest, and that's what's keeping us going. Uh, like pristine forests. And after Jalori Pass, we'll head to GB and Teethan Valley, which after we reach the pass is kind of a decline for again about 500 meters, about 15 meters of pure descent, 15 kilometers of pure descent. So that's what we are looking forward to. We'll see you in a bit at the top of the pass.
This is the last bit of the climb. I think we are almost there, and we are very tired. So nobody is making eye contact, and there is no inclination for conversation. But we are happy now. We've reached the top. There are
That's
smiles.
where we have to go. So we are finally at Jalori Pass. It took us a bit of time because the climb was very tough, and 600 meters up,
Awesome. Very happy.
and then now it's all downhill to GB, and the scenery is awesome.
So this is day 4, and it's downhill all day today. And we have to go to Sutlej River Valley. But the climb to Jibhi, we decided to take a truck because it's very steep and the road was very bad. In any case, we've reached the top and now we are downhill. A rest break. These buses are dangerous.
What do you think of my new braking skills? Huh?
The treats are working.
Now I prefer uphill.
So I had a problem with my brakes and I tried to brake with my shoes. And here we have to take some pictures. So this is day 5, which is also a very tough climb. And again, there were no restaurants, very few hotels, almost none. But we got a lot of help from the locals in terms of apples. And when we reached Narkhanda, we did go to a bakery finally.
हम यहाँ मिलने आए थे इन्होंने बोला काम पे खाने के लिए ले जाओ मैं कहा अब ये चीज़ तो थी मैं कहा कहाँ ले जाते गए मैं कहा हो जाते हैं घर तभी बोल रही थी मैं कहा अगर आपने डालना डाल दो दो क्या बोलते 2-4 और
नहीं अब हमारे पास जगह नहीं है
ये काफी है. Thank you.
कौन सी जगह से आए आप अच्छा यहाँ पे कहाँ रहते हो
यहाँ नहीं रहते अभी जाएंगे शिमला जाएंगे
शिमला ही वापस
हाँ
कहाँ के रहने वाले हो
तो मैं मुंबई की हूँ
अच्छा
और ये दिल्ली के हैं
अच्छा
हाँ
हाँ जी तो तभी तो बोल रही थी मैं आपको ले लो और
नहीं और नहीं चाहिए.
क्या बोलते हैं आपने ऐसा सोचा कि ऐसे ही वो कर रहे हैं
नहीं
मैंने
हमने
तो-
ऐसा
मेरे को-
नहीं सोचा हम
मैं तो ऐसे क्या बोलते मैं कहा अपने बच्चे की तरह मैं
ऊपर चढ़ने में बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है ना इसलिए और कितना दोगे तो मैं कहाँ रखूँगी नहीं रख पाऊँगी ना ये क्या बस अरे मैं जा रही हूँ.
Very sweet lady. She even offered us lunch. And the final day is from Theog to Naldhera, last leg of our journey.
It's a good one of you climbing.
But it's angling down. I
It's
don't know
angling
what's
down.
happening.
I get some feedback on my photography skills. I'm supposed to be the director of photography on this trip, and sometimes I lost my concentration and did not tape very well.
Go ahead, go ahead.
This is the Mashobra downhill, and it's very difficult to concentrate on the road on downhills and resist the temptation to look at the scenery and appreciate the atmosphere around here. But we have to be safe. This is the last few kilometers, and we must have some rock and roll now. It's unusual to see yaks, and here are some. And they pose for pictures with tourists typically. Priyanka was a great riding partner because I didn't have even phone connection, and she did all the navigation and paying even. So a little bit about how this video was made. To record the ride, I use a Garmin bike computer, which seamlessly connects to Strava on the cloud. And from the Garmin as well as from Strava, uh, I download the GPX files into two softwares. The first one is the 3D Mapper app, and the second one is a QGIS app. The 3D Mapper app outputs a video animation of the 3D topographic model, which is then imported into Power Director, which I use as a primary tool for editing all the videos. Similarly, the video animation of the route tracks that you saw is generated by QGS and it is imported into Power Director. Of course, I have to consider the video files. So I use Insta360 Go, which gives me the videos and the stills, which is directly input into the Power Director. And then, there are some shots we take on the phone um, because it's much more portable and we can take selfies, etc., etc. So all of these video files are edited in Power Director, and then finally, after the editing is done, we upload it into YouTube. So this is a little bit of insight about how this video was made. As promised, here is a much more higher resolution topographical map. You can see Naldhera, which is on a ridge, and then we went all the way down to the Satluj River Valley, which we followed. We reached Sainch, and then from Sainch back up, it was a climb to Jalori Pass, 3,100 meters, and then Jibhi was in a river valley, so we went downhill from Jalori Pass. From JB to Jalori Pass, we took a truck, like a tempo, because that road was very bad and there were no railings, etc., etc. And from Jalori Pass, you can see this view now. It is all downhill to Sanch, which is in the river valley. And then from Sanch, which is about 800 meters, we had to climb up to Narkhanda, which is 2,700 meters high, and then we stayed the night at Theog, traveled through Kufri, and then finally reached Naldhera. Awesome ride. and great experience of cycling in the Himalayas.